the wonderful Corky Gardner.
Very much. Jimmy, I am afraid of ducks. That's a real thing. Don't try to tell me it isn't. And what else? Oh, Paddington Bear. I haven't seen it yet. Les, you think it's a hit, huh?
Oh, it's amazing. It's film ever.
Costume looks really good. I think costume, they worked very hard on that. Okay, well, here's my jokes here. Most of the guys I've been dating have been alcoholics, and they've been keeping me anonymous. True. The other day, I went to a restaurant. They said, carry out. I was like, no, thanks. I can walk. People are so helpful here. I went to the grocery store. The guy's like, want a spoon? I said, just the yogurt, thanks. I had a shirt. It says, sorry, I'm late. I didn't want to come. This lady's like, Corky, will you please stop wearing that to work? All right, I guess getting on my case about this. Actually, I work with homeless people. It's at a restaurant. They don't pay very well. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm a day trader. I've been trading my days for nights.
Rory.
Been out pretty good so far. Ask the neighbors. My last relationship was like a roller coaster. By that, I mean, I was trying to get off the whole time.
Yeah.
No, bueno. Actually, not true. I was with my boyfriend last night. We're getting kind of loud. He's like, what about the neighbors? I'm like, all right, I'll go get them.
Like you do.
I'm just being selfish here. Maybe. Any guys fly on planes? Probably not lately, but sorry. They say weird things right on the plane. They're like, will wheelchair-bound passengers please remain seated? Like, what the fuck? What are you doing, guys? You're blowing my mind here. I saw a missing cat poster, and the picture of the cat was missing. Weird, huh? She started to be quite the mystery. Try telling a watermelon that there's a drought. Crazy, I'm a watermelon. Do you guys ever go into traffic and completely forget what you're doing? Me neither. Do you have a deep, dark secret that you can't tell anybody? Me neither. I get really uncomfortable when my neighbors have sex. I'm like cramped like this with my ear to the wall. It's really uncomfortable. I think sex is like drugs. You spend all night looking for it, 10 seconds doing it, and the rest of the morning talking to cops. That, never mind. Okay, so I like to smoke a lot of weed. My friend told me I shouldn't. She's like, Corky, weed makes you paranoid. I was like, that's what they want you to think. Like, weed makes you paranoid. But come on, don't fucking believe them. Weed makes you paranoid. I'm like, you don't make me paranoid. It's people that don't smoke weed. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing?
Get the fuck out.
She's like, weed is a gateway drug. I'm like, cool, buzz me in. Fuck yes, it's a gateway. You know what? Weed is not a gateway drug. A gateway drug would be, I'm not sure if you have it out there. It's meth, man. These guys are always by the gateways. They're like, yeah. Who goes there? I say, go ahead for the drug. Stay away from gateways. That's my piece of advice. I do a lot of drugs, but what was my point? Fuck. All right. What would you do if you went to get into your car and you were already in your car? Happened to me once. It was a game to DMT. I see. My friend gave me a coffee mug. It said, "Do the thing you think you cannot do." So I took the coffee mug and I threw it away. Thank you, Roosevelt. Eleanor. That was from the heart. I have a thumbtack that's holding up a pack of other thumbtacks, and to those guys, he's the hero. He's like, come on, guys, you can do it. All right. I googled Maui Memorial Center. I got Maui Medieval Society, and now I have a 6 o'clock reading. Can't cancel that. It's like $50. I got a new lease on life. The interest is really low. I asked my neighbor, I'm like, hey, do you ever see me dancing in my underwear? He's like, no. I was like, oh. Call us tomorrow. I solved my drug problem. The answer was yes. Been working on that for like 7 years. I read that 90% of US currency contains trace amounts of cocaine. Come on, people, we could do better. I read that one joint is equivalent to 100 cigarettes. Wow, what a bargain. Sounds good to me. My doctor asked me if I was sexually active. I was like, no, I just sort of lie there. How about you, Doc? Okay. He asked me if I had a partner. I'm like, I had a partner, but there was a merge. Man, bringing that up, are you? He's like, you have a significant other? I'm like, no, I got a few insignificant ones. What are you saying? You're casual? I'm like, casual? Ha! We don't even wear pants. Oh my God, that's all I got, really. Thank you, guys.
Hey, give it up for Corky. Thank you very much, Corky Gardner. Oh my God, your adventures, Corky! What wonderful adventures! I happened to be watching the Maui news last night, and on the website, the McMinnimun news website, there's a picture of you actually getting into your car, or is it your car, or are you actually already in your car. I don't know. There it is, just from yesterday morning. There you go. You're getting a bit of help there from the police, the wonderful police. Miriam Ramsey saying, Corky, you crack me up, crying emoji, laugh, cry, emoji, laugh, cry. Thank you very much. Okay, we need to wind down, and what better way to wind down after that than some Tesco Plant Chef 4 meat-free Moroccan-style koftas. Yes, 100% plant-based. Wheat and soya protein seasoned with cumin, chili, and coriander. Why did I put chili in everything? I would have thought that and not knew there was chili in it. £3.50 there were £3.50. What have they been reduced to now, people?
175.
175 too dear.
165.
165 is too dear.
£1.50.
£1.50 is too dear.
139.
159 is too dear.
37.
129 is too dear.
99.
99 is too cheap.
£1.5.
£1.
1.5 is too cheap.
37p.
Giles, Emma McAwee saying 88p, which is too cheap.
1.50.
30.
1.10 is too cheap.
130.
130 is too dear.
115.
115 is too cheap.
125.
125 is too dear. 118 is too cheap.
120.
120 is too dear.
119.
119. Yes, who got it?
Everyone got it.
Everyone's getting lamb koftas. It's lamb kofta day. Nom 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 nom. Lamb koftas. Anyone who wants lamb koftas can come and get them on the riverbank of the Foy.
On my way.
On your way, Constance. You get here.
Oil
Well, I don't
search and
care
rescue.
how you get here. Just get here
Of
if you can.
Did you say cumin chili?
Cumin.
I
Is
thought
it
you said
cumin?
human chili. Jesus.
Human chili. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. That's like something out of the fucking 8 half hop mum, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, Margot thought I was doing racist accent there. Very bad. Oh my god. Let's go. You know where I think
Yeah.
we will be very, very safe and no badness at all is not in Maui, in island in Hawaii. It's not in Dery. I think we need to take a wee break and go to a vintage, wonderful place called York. We'd like to go to York.
Peter.
Yay.
England, let's go.
Yes.
Oh, are we meant to go to
Let's go to
Peter?
Dery.
Sorry. Let's go to Dery.
Better than yours.
Sorry. Peter Davidson. Sorry, Peter Davidson. Sorry, Kieran Dawson. So Kieran Dawson's next. I've forgotten to write in the numbers this week. Numbers are always very helpful when you're doing lineups of 6 people. 10 people on 2 weeks ago for a birthday. I didn't get any order wrong. And now I got the order wrong with 6 people. Oh my god. Okay, right people, we're staying right here in the city of Dery, and we're going to start clapping over here. Start clapping up there, down here, in your ladies' chamber for Mr. Peter E. Davidson.
Yay.
Hello, everybody. Okay. As you can see, I'm in a bar because the bars are opening up tomorrow. They're not letting comedy back in yet, but they have said they're going to let storytelling. And so I prepared a little story for you tonight. So would everybody like to hear a little story? Would you like to hear a little story? Are you all sitting comfortably? Okay. This is the story of little Arlene and the big bad DUP. A long time ago, well, present day Northern Ireland, but with the mentality of the 1500s, there lived a little girl called Arlene. Arlene was the fairest maiden in all the land. Again, this story is set in Northern Ireland. Her closest competition is that time Jimmy Nesbitt put on some eyeliner. As a child, Arlene had lots and lots of friends because of her staunchly held unionist views, and also because of a special trick she could do with a yo-yo in her knickers. Also, she's extremely litigious, so I will constantly say the words allegedly throughout this story. So. But something was missing in Arlene's life. And although she was a happy child, people often assumed she was not, because as a doctor once described, she had a face like a bulldog licking piss off a nettle.
Oh, jeez.
The one thing that Arlene was missing, though, was love. And not the specific love between only a man and a woman, as spake the Lord. No, Arlene was missing the love of the people of Ulster. All of them, all their love, all the time. As a child with a sour bake, she thought, how could I get everyone to love me all the time, always? And perhaps rule over their love with an iron fist. If only she had a fairy godmother to help. But back then, Arlene only used the word fairy in a derogatory homophobic way, so there was no chance of that happening. Allegedly. Arlene thought long and hard about how she could win over the hearts and minds and differing genitals of people in the magical kingdom of Ulster. One day, the big bad DUP were skulking around her garden when they overheard Arlene praying to the one true God. I've got so much love to give everyone, but I'm only one woman with only one banty yo-yo and a big angry opinion. How can I make everyone love me? Now the big bad DUP stroked its pointed chin and thought, aha, this is someone we can use to gain power and infamy through. With her face that looks like she sat down in someone else's shite whilst working out a maths problem. She's the very girl that can lead us to the future. So one day when Arlene was in the middle of a party with a group of her Ulster Unionist pals, the big bad DUP put on a fake trench coat, a mad moustache and a wig, pretended to be a concerned farmer from Balahi. The big bad DUP cornered little Arlene and promised her 1 billion things to make her happy. But not only that, but if she joined them, she would win the hearts of the people of Northern Ireland from now until the end of time. She would be like the Princess Diana of the North, but before the car crash. And so Arlene and the big bad DUP went on a big mad adventure together. Arlene became First Minister and went all over the shop, shaking hands with people, spreading her love and redefining the phrase charm offensive by putting much of the emphasis on the second word. She looked like she shat herself beside all the greatest world leaders. She gave free money to people who love setting things on fire. She held Theresa May to ransom for a shitload of money, allegedly. And she refused to do her special yo-yo trick for Boris the Evil Wizard Johnson. She was a hero to everyone all over the island. And some say she even grew a heart. A wee tiny one. Like a vestigial one stuck to the inside of her foot, but a heart nonetheless. But before it grew the ability to beat, she didn't vote on gay conversion therapy, and so they killed her. The end!
Hey.
Thus spake the Lord. Thank you. That's what I said. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Peter Davidson. Thank you so much. Very, very wonderful, educational for all our people in Hawaii. See, you could have done, Corky Gardner, you could have done a whole story all about a politician in Hawaii that we've never heard of. Although the most famous? Who's the most quick quiz? Who's the most famous politician ever to come from Hawaii?
Obama.
Barack Obama. Yo. Yes, Barack Obama. It wasn't actually the reason why Arlene was booted out, Peter, was because she committed the cardinal sin in Northern Ireland. Photo shoots of introducing colours. You're supposed to have only neutral colours, and there she is in a blue coat kicking an orange ball. So
With
shouldn't
a
have done
spike,
that.
wearing spikes on her
Wearing
face.
spiky heels.
And I think she got an own goal there, didn't she?
And she got an own goal. Oh, Eddie Blemmings, yes. Arlene is not the only departure this week. The entirety of Dery Sinn Féin, represented here by this picture of Martina Anderson, the wonderful classic picture of Martina Anderson at Bobby Story's funeral. They have all been sacked as well, asked to consider their positions. So don't be surprised if Martina stops the fringe now. What do you think of the fringe? Isn't the fringe beautiful? And because she only had to have that fringe because she was a shinner in Dery at the time. So she's going to go Mohican next week. That'll be wonderful. Okay, so we are going to York now. Do you fancy a man born in Singapore who's half British and half Croatian? Yes, you do. You do indeed. That would be a wonderful addition to the ChickenBox comedy lineup this evening. Start clapping in there. Start clapping over there. And here and up, down for Mr. Kieran Dawson.